this thought. Because like most of the time when you grow old as a man, you start thinking of generating wealth. Like you start thinking of you need to buy assets, you need to buy a house, and it's something that worries you. For example, if you're not maybe working or you're trying to find a job, like mostly women don't really, I don't know, but compared to men, women don't really think about that as much as men do, because in situations where they have a boyfriend or maybe they're married, they easily just what can I say, like they'll follow the man will lead and he'll figure things out. But for us men, we have to start thinking about that, and I'm at that stage as well where I think about a lot, like I need to have a house, I need to have this amount of money so that to secure enough for my family, so that if in a situation where I lose my job, I don't need to like start struggling. But one thought that came to me was, if you look in the past, people like this thing of having assets and wealth wasn't really common in the past. It's only something that has become recent. Like, you buy assets, you buy stocks. In the past, people would, like for example, if you've got friends and those friends are reliable, maybe if it's in the village, like it's a community, so people would share things. So there isn't need for you to really accumulate a lot of wealth. But now in the day and age we're living in, you really need to accumulate your own wealth. If not, you're gonna really struggle when you go through tough times. And as life in itself is not, life is suffering, I think. So we do have those moments when we have difficult times. So it's something that's been bothering me. Like I'm always thinking about my next, what I'm gonna be the next year, the next 2 years, and that's kind of affects the decisions I make. Like maybe I want to have fun, I want to spend more money, but because of those thoughts, I end up not doing that. So I don't know. Like I think I would prefer things. I said the past was better because you don't really have to worry much because you've got a strong community around you, you've got friends you can rely on, and they're also relying on you. So because I think this generation we're living in, people are more depressed because they are, there are more people. The gap between the rich and the poor is more. There's more depression among the poor to some extent because they don't know how they're gonna live if they don't have a secure job, they don't have enough assets. And I sometimes feel like that because I don't feel like I've really achieved much. But I think it shouldn't be like this. And I really think the best is if you've got a good community around you, you have a good friendship with people, and you know that these people have your back, and you have their back too. Then this thing about worrying about the assets you have, the assets that you have, or how much stock you have, won't be a thing, and we will be able to enjoy life more than we are currently doing. We worry much about the future that we're not living the present, and that's something that I see in this generation. It's unfortunate, but I don't know. Like I think the best answer is what makes life meaningful is not really what you really have, but what you can share with others. The moments you share with people, your loved ones, your friends, and those are more meaningful because that, again, you see people who are wealthy. You may think that having wealth is enough, but people who are wealthy are also not happy. And to some extent, people who actually have more better friendships, or they have a strong connection with their friends and all, even if they're not wealthy, but they live happier. They live happier. And I think that's something I want to also try, because I think that's the right, if not right, but the best way to live life is not really thinking about yourself and accumulating so much wealth, but you think about the community you're with, and you have that strong bond. I remember watching one podcast by Trevor Noah. So he was talking about what he really appreciates most. And one thing he really emphasized on was his friendship. So he has friends. So he said that these friends are people who really appreciate. Like that's, what can I say? It's like he said that his friends are more valuable than maybe the assets that he has. And it made me think that really, because I've been taught to accumulate assets, buy a home and all that. But he said that, and he has a lot of money. But again, it's easy to say that when you have money. But again, we know that there are rich people who are not happy. So what's the best way to live? Like the most important question we should ask ourselves is, what is the best way to live life? Or what can you call that this is a successful life? And the conclusion I'm coming to is how, like I've always been telling myself that if I have a positive impact on someone else, I would say that's then I've lived a successful life, rather than maybe just accumulating things for myself. But if I'm having a positive impact on people around me, I think that's way better than just accumulating so much wealth for myself and I want to really push for that, advocate for that, have strong friendships with people, and see how it goes. But yeah, think about it. Is life really all about accumulating wealth so that you live a secure life, or it's about building a community with people so that when you're struggling, you've got people that you can look to? So I think I would prefer not having a lot of wealth, but having friends that I can look up to when I'm struggling. Then I build so much wealth that I'm able to solve all those problems and I don't need my friends anymore. So I think that it makes my life more meaningful to have something like that. Yeah. I think that's the way we should live life. Build more positive relationships.